micro braid lace closure wig. She can't be left like this, so that's why we're continuing. Well, I will not be doing too much talking. If you have any questions about maybe, maybe you're thinking about attempting this yourself, I'll address those. I'll keep out in the comments as much as I possibly can. In the meantime, I'm gonna lock you in. I had to get me some H2O because we gotta stay hydrated doing stuff like this. Whether you do it professionally or not. And when I say or not, meaning for yourself or for personal reason, this type of stuff, you still need to remain hydrated as much as possible. At least get this together. So, just to recap, if you are new here, I made this lace closure wig by the grace of God, and it's had all this loose hair about well over a month and a half, maybe more, closer to 2 months almost. And before this year came in, I said, you know what, that would look really good in some braids that I'm never going to take down. So I started, and we're not stopping till she's done. Why do you call her she? I ain't got a name for it yet. But we will. We will. We definitely will. Yeah. Only thing I ask is just please be respectful. If you got any questions, that's fine as well. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Welcome. Grab some popcorn. We're going to be here a little minute. I don't know how long, but we're going to be here. Might get a chance to tell a nice, funny testimony. You know, God be doing his big one. He got a different set of hands. That's what I call it now. Okay. So this also will be doubling as a tutorial. So if you got any questions, ask away. Even if you've asked those questions before, just be respectful. That's the only thing I'm asking. There will be certain points that I'll mute, and that is just because when you go live, it's unpredictable, and you don't know exactly when things will be quiet, and all of a sudden, all this noise coming from who knows where from. Okay, so I mute that because I think about the viewer experience in case y'all come back, or you run it back and you don't catch the live while it's live. So I always like to think about that. I'm trying to get a good grip before I sit. I'm going to take more of my time because I notice I'm braiding with different criteria. I ain't going to point it out, but I'm braiding differently. So that requires a different approach. I'm going to try my best to translate your comments as well. make sure I'm scrolling up so I don't miss no comments. Cause child, if I don't pay attention, I'm gonna miss the comments. I just don't want to miss any questions anyone may have. All right, we're locked in. We done started. I'm catching a stray hair flyaway. I ain't gonna call it stray. It belonged to the wig because I put it in the wig. You have to be careful to take your time because this is a lot of hair. And you'll catch flyaways of hair that's not braided that's next to it. Ugh. Okay. And it's raining. I just noticed that a while ago. Like before I got on the line. Well, that's something that's not editable out and I wouldn't dare do it. It's nice. Plus, so far, it's been quiet since we started writing. Y'all been doing okay today? Hopefully, everything's been going great for you. And it's shaping out really well. Doing little sections at a time until eventually we all have all of this. People call this braiding, but it's really plaiting. But it carries the term micro braid, so micro plaits, micro braids. Appreciate y'all joining me while I do this. As a reminder, grab some popcorn or at least a bottle of water. Please stay hydrated. to the live. We are braiding hair, but not just braiding. I don't feel like this style will ever go out of style. Make a braids, put on a wig, at least close your wig. Okay, and we're gonna stop there, have us a stopping point because I'm not braiding all the way to the end. There's no need to. It's gonna still look nice. It's not gonna unravel when you braid it down that far. Unless you got really slippery hair and the hair is short, then that's a different story. Like, what is you doing, sis? You might need to add some hair extensions if that's the case. Or find somebody who can grip that tightly. There we go. Speaking of gripping, we just gonna do this. Get that little flower out the way. Well, ain't nothing little about it, but we're refusing to let it stop us. Okay, there we go. Thanks for joining the live. We have braiding hair, but it isn't limited to that. I'm gonna do it yourself, girly. If you have any questions, long stay respectful. That's it. Be back on braiding this hair though. been going too fast the other night when I was on, and I'm just like, sis, that's why you're hitting snags. Yeah, thought that. Thinking to myself. And you see me like this, I'm braiding down to the almost the end, not the exact end. And I'm gonna stop when it gets to a point before we start the next one. That's what we're gonna do. I for one feel like micro braid should come back, but on wigs. Yeah, I probably said that umpteen times, but I mean that it is convenient. You save money. As long as you're committed to taking care of your hair underneath. If not, hire you a stylist can do a really good braid down. Okay. So that way you can just plop on a bonnet at night and protect your scalp. Use your products you need to use. You'll be fine. But you got to be consistent with it. Either that or find out what type of hair you have. Whether it's low or high porosity. Again, as a reminder, I am not a medical professional, and Lord Jesus, I'm not a licensed cosmetologist, but I know how to do most of what licensed cosmetologists know how to do. I just do it for myself and then share some of it with you all. And then there's some things I've learned and I'm not sure if the licensed cosmetologists know how to do. So there's that too. I think that's the beauty of being one. Because you always find out these new techniques and new ways of doing things. It's just, is it safe for your hair? Is it going to cause tension? I'm just going on and prepare to grip this instead of trying to do it the way I've been doing it. Pulling our flyaways out and moving right on. Keep braiding. Now you might need gel off to the side or edge control off to the side. But hopefully you shouldn't have to use too much of it during your process. You can just take your time. Aim for neatness, go for perfection. Because if you keep practicing, you'll get there anyway. Make sure I'm not. on another one before we know it. Let me see. There we go. Just put a pole up there. Have y'all had micro braids before? Either as a wig or actually in your hair. I'm just curious to see. And mind you, shea butter, the shea butter I put in here almost 2 months, 2 months, 3 months ago, almost, is still in this hair, which is making it manageable, which is making it pretty easy, at least easier to braid. It is a little slippery though, so that shows you how long it's literally staying in here. How long it takes for it to really fade out of the hair. It takes a while. So if your hair is like high porosity, you will have to wash it out. Or if this is a human hair wig, you will have to wash it out. Likely. It did show some like residue on the top, like a cast. Not as noticeable. Not as noticeable. But when you know, get up on it, then you see it. Okay, we got 1 vote. Never had it before. Okay. And if you get them in your hair, here's a couple of tips. Make sure they don't braid your edges. Okay. Leave the baby hairs out. I've heard others call it adolescent hairs. Leave them out, please. And thank you. Okay. Save your edges. Secondly, make sure they're not braiding too tight. Anytime you feel something too tight, say something to the person who braided your hair. Do not be afraid you're spending your coins. That's what I do know. And all of this, mind you, is coming from someone that's not a licensed cosmetologist. I just happen to know most of what licensed cosmetologists know how to do by the grace of God. Also have them braid past where your actual hair stops. That is to ensure that when you get ready to take them down, because some folks cut them out, that you're not cutting your hair while you're trying to cut the braids out. Then you got to go get a brand new haircut and you're going to be mad. I'm telling you this because I love you. Just a few things I wanted to share. Make make sure if you decide to wear them for 3 months, that you, I know the first thing you want to do, you want to put in a ponytail. What you can have them do is braid the perimeter and leave the middle. So in case they don't get finished in a day, you can pull it up in a low tension ponytail. Don't pull that, look, leave some braids out at the front. That's also to make sure you keep your edges male. Okay, okay. If you can, wear it down as much as possible, because it's going to look better once those braids settle in and they're not as tight, but they still look good. Braid sheen spray. You're going to need that. I'm thinking pink luster. That's a recommendation based off of what I've tried. Pink luster oil sheen spray. There's a link in the description. And after this live stream is over with, I'll link you to the braid sheen spray if you're interested. Once you go to the link, look for the list that says hair products, hair, something hair. And I'll put it in there. I feel like that's best to be wearing styles like this with, whether it's in your hair or a wig. What that does is it keeps it shiny, it increases the longevity of it, provided that you're also doing the other steps. If you wash it, don't rub the hair. That goes for human hair blend, and synthetic especially. Because you'll walk out with a bird's nest. My scalp is clean, and then I have a bird's nest and you can't comb it. And what if you got somewhere important to go? Okay, you done messed up. Look, I'm telling y'all this because I love you. I don't want you to walk around with a bird's nest full of pretty good braids that ain't ready to come down and ain't ready to be took down yet. That's all. You just, I don't suggest washing them every week, which is, now if that's you, you could do that. Just don't just don't vigorously rub the hair for any type it is. Human hair blend, and especially not synthetic. Cause baby, you'll have a bird nest in a minute. There we go. I'm starting to wonder what in the world. He pulled this out all the way all together. I'm not gonna put it in there just yet. Also, when you take them down, cut just below where you think your hair stops. Mind you, there's a whole lot of new growth. So when you go in to take it out and it's not as tight to your scalp, that means you likely have new growth. Highly likely. So cut about 1 inch or 2 lower than what you normally, where your hair would normally stop prior to you getting the braids in. Rat tail comb is your best friend. Get a plastic one. You can use the metal one, but get a plastic one. Or either that or a fine tooth comb. And use oil to see if you can use that same oil sheen that you used. And spray it on your hair all them times you went out with it, all them times you wore your hair with it. Wore it in all them styles. You use that to take it down. Either that or coconut oil. And then fix yourself a nice, well, make sure you have a nice meal. And some water, plenty of water to drink alongside you. Because you're going to need it. Take breaks. Do not expect taking down your micro braids to be like, oh, I'm going to take this down tonight. Babe, let me talk to you. Don't do that. You talking to somebody. I started off doing micro braids and cornrows and all this other stuff. And baby, it's a prepare for a weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or any other day of the week. 30 minutes, take down a few. Work by sections. Part a section, braid it off. Don't touch no other section till all them section of micro braids is taken down. You want to detangle as you're doing that. And then, once you've taken the last one out, wash your hair. Deep condition. And then leave the micro braids alone for a little bit. Now, if you like them, then don't do them back to back, but maybe get a stylist, or maybe kind of learn how to do your own braid down. Buy a wig, invest in a wig. Then you gotta go through that no more. But I understand. Sometimes you don't feel like that, and because people be walking around snatching folk wigs. Unless you like me, you like, being, you're like living life on the wild side, like what I used to do, wearing wigs, and you keep walking underneath them trees, and the trees snatch your wig off. I'm telling you this because I love you. If I could think of any more tips about actually getting micro braids in your hair, I'm gonna tell you. I used to wear them for about almost 10 years straight. That's not healthy. Don't do that. It was the good Lord that saved my hair. And a good braid down. And a good deep conditioning routine. Okay. That's it. That is the only thing. I'll never take credit. That was God all the way. You heard me? Yeah. Because if you ain't doing that, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. Nope. It's gripping too fast. Thank you for the folks coming in. So most people, according to the current poll, have not had micro braids before. That's okay. There's still opportunity for you to get them. If you're just joining, you're gonna have to rewind it back because I just shared a couple of tips on things to be mindful of if you're planning to get them in your hair. Also budget for the cost, because they used to cost about $200 back in my day when I was doing them. They cost a couple months of some folks' car payment now, or house. I don't know. They cost 3 to 4 times more than them $200. Okay, this is well over 15 years ago. You gonna spend a grip. What is a grip? 1K. I read somewhere on these worldwide internets that, I'm not charging no lower than 1K. I said, okay. I'm glad I know how to do them. Thank you, God. See, it's the little things. It's the little things I'm thankful for. All right. We are nearing where I may stop. I'm going to keep going for just a little bit. I don't want to get to the end. but I'm not doing it at this point either. Whenever you see me like this, I'm towards the end of a braid, nearing it, or nearing it. One of those. I think the last time I wore micro braids on a wig, I put it on my community tab on my YouTube page. But then there was one other time I made the wig and it was curly. That thing didn't last long. That thing wound up looking like a doggone bird, and this guy didn't know how to take care of it. And it was synthetic. Now I do. All of a sudden, it was like, oh, I did this by accident. I figured, well, if I messed the wig up, I had to find another one. Who want to do that? You're trying to save your coins. You feel me? You have to do that. Let's go ahead and, ooh, I like how that just split off into stuff. Am I missing comments? Hopefully I'm not. And I promise I won't keep you long, because I realize that I have a lot of viewers that have a bedtime. Okay. So, and also, if you still have to go, this video will go up on the channel, or you can run it back. There we go. Make sure we get a good grip. No, we're not finna do is grab that other section of hair. It ain't even time. It has not time for that yet. Go ahead and move that out the way and keep it moving. That's what we do. We don't complain. Move it out of the way and keep it moving and count your blessings. That's what you do. Okay. Yeah, I had to make sure we got ourselves a good grip. There we go. Ooh, we got some more votes in there. So the majority hasn't had micro braids before. Okay. Y'all just made me, you know what, I'm gonna keep it as a surprise. If you want to see it, then you're gonna have to hit that bell and then subscribe. I just thought of something. Thank y'all for those that voted. Appreciate y'all. It's always nice to see y'all's input. I really mean it. I ain't just talking. Like I really do. Because you'll be surprised how many people either agree with something based on the topic. And it's like maybe they're too afraid to say something and you bold enough to say it. And that is by the grace of God. I'm not kidding you. I'm not joking with you. And so the more you speak up, the better it is. Because it helps, you're helping so many other people. This is why I advocate across the channel. Read your ingredients on the back of the bottle. When it comes to hair, do your research. Moisturize the hair. Protect your edges. Tell it to your stylist. All that stuff. Nails. Don't rip them nails off. Feet. Soak them feet. Use a body scrub. Try to do the same thing like a formulated foot scrub. It do the same thing. Just don't overdo it. That's all. I just wanted to say, I'm not just talking, thank y'all for those that came through when I was making this wig before I ever decided to braid her, when she didn't exist. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Even for the ones that were here before, Miss Purple Girly, Blondie. I can't call her Blondie, but I'll call her Blondie for now in reference to the color. That's the one I started off with. Thank y'all for stopping by for that too. I appreciate it. This is something I've been doing a long time off cam. And so to do it on cam and then it's just something very surreal and I'm very thankful for. Yeah, just wanted to express my gratitude for y'all. Appreciate y'all. The OGs, the one that been here from day one in 2020. The one that's been there since. Been here a year, twice, a year, 2 times, 3, 4. You've been here since last year, year before last, or maybe, 2026 is a new year. And you were brought to this new channel. Appreciate y'all, no matter how long you've been here. I just want to say I thank God for y'all. Even the one leaving them crazy comments, because then you can still learn stuff from it, other than me giving out giving out trophies. Because you decide to say something off the wall. All in all, I'm thankful for all of it, because God uses all of it. You better believe he used all of it. Romans 8, verse 28. For all things work together for the good of those who love God, who are called according to his purpose. Oh, he made that thing work. There's no way I could ever think of any of this. So I appreciate y'all. That's all. I just wanted to say thank you. I know I've been a busy couple of weeks with the holiday, New Year, Christmas, preparing for Christmas. So I just wanted to create that little space to say thank you to y'all. In the middle of doing something I highly like to do. One of the things. reach me a stopping point. That's the only reason why my hands is down here like this, because I'm almost to a point of reaching the end, but I'm not braiding to the end. I just want to reach a certain point and then we're done before we get to the next one, whenever that is. Okay, we're not braiding to the end, and I'm going to show you why when we get to the point that, you know, sister girl is complete. Then you understand why. This is this big around of a space before we have to part off this closure again. Mind you, we on the closure. We're not moving off the closure to the full closure is fully braided. Yeah, we not. Okay, make sure. I'll take our time with this one. It is so close to the other strands of hair that if you're not watching, you get tangled into it. Having to start over again after untangling it. There we go. Just had to get a strong anchor to start this braid. Irene. I normally attempt to pronounce the last name like, wait, no. By Voic. Please let me know, because I'm pretty sure I just butchered the pronunciation of your last name, and I do apologize. I have a thing with names, because my name has been mispronounced before. What do you mean? You'd be surprised. And I'm not saying that to be insulting, like I'm. After that situation occurred, I told a story about it on my channel. I think I'm gonna post it with the timestamps on it, so y'all can go watch it. It's pinned in the comments of the video. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. And see if I can find it. The experience wasn't a bad one for me, but it was an eye-opening one for me. And it just taught me to be very grateful and to be more intentional with pronouncing names. Not that I wasn't before. That just turned it up a notch. That's all. you for sharing. Right. Now, I don't know when I'm going to be back, but I'm going to be back. You know what to do if you would not like to miss this, because sister girl can't stay like this. Love ya.